Thank you, everyone. Let me begin with an acknowledgement and a big thank you to Aviva and to Magda for her help. I came here a couple of years ago and I had the idea and I didn't know how it all fitted together, and I had a long chat with Magda, who was also Hungarian as a part of that time, and she's given me a great help. It actually started me on my research at the time. And thank you for the museum for being so hospitable and helping us along with this book launch. But as you know, a book is not written alone. Along the way, from its original concept to its final outcome, many friends have helped me in its creation. In these times of multimedia, it's great to have great friends like Murray Wonderwill, who, as you've seen the video that he's done, and he's done it for me because he wanted to do it after he heard my other story. And then also Lou, he's back there. He's one of our most wonderful and patient friends who was helping to put the book together and did the typesetting and came through thick and thin. And I really thank you very much, Lou. Georgina was not written just to honor. Oh, okay. Oh, Mr. Wright has just arrived. Hello, Mr. Wright. Hello. Georgina was not written just to honor and remember my mother Georgina, although the book does. But the people of this earth who have suffered and died, including the 6 million Jews in that 1939-1945 time period, and then the second wave of terror in the form of communism, and then, of course, the Cold War. Those who lived through these terrible times bear the scars of their experiences forever. In researching, you learn so much. How each country involved in the war faced their own hardships, and then they came up with their own solutions. The absolute selfishness of some leaders like Hitler and Stalin, who were hungry for power and willing to sacrifice their own people to get it, as well as the incredible bravery of others. Through history, these show very well. It actually came out from the books and on my research in the library. One of the aspects of the research in writing this book is the story of my uncle Ando. Like most survivors of war, there was a veil of silence around his experiences. And we only had tidbits, and then when I did the research in the library, it all came together. Ando, your grandfather, was an ordinary young man. He was a person who would not expect being victimized and treated like a second-class citizen. Through a combination of courage, a fighting spirit, and pure cheekiness, he was able to save his sister and his mother's life several times over. We heard the stories, didn't we, as we were children? But putting it together was an amazing thing. He joins many of the unsung heroes of this time in history. We can learn from him by the way of example on how not to allow bullies and evil men to manipulate us. And in this present time, and that fear is something we need to overcome daily. For these evil people do what they do and upset the rest of us. One thing I hope you will get from this book is a reminder that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I hope that you will see the extraordinary trouble people have had to overcome, and to have it serve as an inspiration that some of those who live through these times become stronger through their own adversities. Georgina, my mother, was such a person, and a lot can be learned from her experiences. From a carefree, spoiled, indulged child, Georgina changed to a woman with an incredible power to survive. An example of her strength was witnessed by me as a 4-year-old child. Late one night, the Hungarian security police demanded to come in to our house to arrest her. To intimidate her, one of them put me on his lap. Georgina came in wearing this very same dressing gown, the same dressing gown that she had at the time. And she came in and she said to them, "Put that child down. I'll be with you shortly." Her tone brooked no disobedience. The man swiftly let me go and waited quite patiently for her to get ready. Again, this is a lesson that I learned on never ever showing fear. I kept this gown as a reminder of her incredible strength and a time of adversity, to never be afraid and to show strength. You have in Georgina, my mother's story, a book of historical fact, which I dearly hope you will enjoy reading. And indeed, if we are lucky, and with your help, you may even see a feature film one day. As I said earlier, a book is not written alone. The greatest help was given to me by Oliver Shedd. I have known Oliver since he was born. His parents, Hilary and Peter, who unfortunately couldn't be here with us today, have been my friends for over 40 years, my best friends. And they helped me with the ups and downs of life. As I have often said to Oliver, you were born to help with this book. His insistence on the truth, his fascination in the Second World War, his valuable research, incredibly fast typing ability, and a deep interest in history has been invaluable. I could have never written this book without his help.